friends, this is Pamela from Too Few Acres. I am doing a lot better health-wise. It was a really rough go of it. I'm now off of the oxygen machine, and so no hoses hooked to me. I can garden and just really enjoy the summer as everything progresses. So I want to go over a few things. This right here, you can see it's got like a four-way thing. It's really nice. He didn't spare any expense. He said that he was done with me carrying water around, but this hose here goes all the way to the back, so that's for the backyard. This hose back there is for so I can walk around and spray down my garden if I want. And then he has this hose here. It's a flexible hose, but it goes all the way over there to the sprinkling system for the yard. You can see right there. And it goes all the way around. So I will have to relocate it here and there, but definitely happy about that. And then we have a hose over here. We have a weeping hose right here, plus you put a sprinkling little system on it. So that way I can spray down everything that's close to the house. And you can see it just kind of runs there. But that hose there was $100, that run one. And it's 100 foot. And it just kind of goes all the way down and just kind of connects everything together. And all the other hoses are what kind of branches out for the yard. But he said he was really tired of me carrying a 3-gallon jug of water out, and I would do it 5-6 times about every other day in the summer months when it wasn't, when it's pretty dry. And then and like I said, he was pretty tired of that, so he went and spent about $250 on hoses and accessories and extensions and all that, just so that way I can do this without no problems. Now let's talk about the greenhouse. I did a video of them putting the greenhouse up, and underneath is that weed paper that keeps the weeds from growing through, and then they use sand and pavers to make an area for the greenhouse. That way nothing grows up in through the pavers, and I don't have to worry about pulling any weeds. And as we come in here, you can see I got stuff growing. Just kind of, I'll water everything tomorrow, but you can see stuff already starting to come up through here. And then these are my flowers. Those over here are all my vegetables. These are all my vegetables. These are my flowers. Instead of buying them, I went ahead and just started them. It's cheaper that way. And then here's some more. And this is my pumpkin, and then I got my loofahs, and then ghost pepper back there, and ghost pepper right here. And then I have my ground cherries, my jalapenos, my yellow peppers. Let's see, more jalapenos. I'm just trying to look at these little yellow pepper. This one dumped over, so I'm going to replant something in that. And then you can see I got tomato plants down there. And then all of these have been planted. And if you could see, let me just get one right here. And this one is, I really was running fast when it came to wiping things out. Let's see, the carrots. These are the carrots, but we have them all in here, and they're not all carrots. Some are carrots, some are, those are carrots. Let's see, that's radish, more carrots, the yellow peppers, radish, yellow peppers, I think. Oh, cauliflower. Yeah. I was in a hurry when I was writing everything out, but I got blueberries down there. So I have a bunch of stuff growing in here. And then we picked these up. They were really in bad shape. They're doing better. One of them is called like a party tomato. And then the other one over here is called a sweet cocktail tomato. And they were in really bad shape. They were $15, I think. And I got them for half off. And I don't think they realize that if you pull these off, these leaves, the bad leaves, like this one right here, how bad it is. If you pull all that stuff off, it'll fix itself. Tomato plants are really resilient. Look at the roots right here. That is so cool. We got roots right there. But half off. And the blueberries were half off too, because they were in really bad shape. And you can see I took a lot of the dead off of them, and they're doing a lot better since I have. But I'm keeping them in the greenhouse until the temperature stays about 55 degrees at night. But this is just for germinating only purposes. I might use it for other things too, but it's really in good shape. My spider plants took a hit. My husband, while I was really sick, didn't know how to take care of them, and so I clipped them all the way back, and they should do well. They should come back. I feel bad for them, and like I said, I've clipped them all the way back, just so that way they can get another start, and I'll fix them. My pothos had problems too, but again, I will fix them, and we will, we'll have pretty plants again. So it's probably, let's see, it is 80 degrees in here, and it is doing a wonderful job. Oh, is that a little spider? Yes, my little spider right there. Okay. That's like the third spider I've seen today. There was a little baby, and I put it on the fence. But you can see my lemon tree. It has really suffered bad. I talked to fastgrowingtrees.com, and they said that it'll bounce back. This is when we had all the spider mites, and all these leaves that keep falling off are leaves that the spider mites had been on and done so much damage to them. And but they said that the tree, it looks great. Other than the leaves, it makes it look bad. But they said that spring, summer, and fall, it should bounce right back. So, yay us. We did get rid of the spider mites, but not before it did a ton of damage. And but they told me not to worry, that the limbs are green, and so that tells them that it is still a healthy tree. And once all these nasty leaves come off, and all these, like these new ones right here, got a new one, they'll come back, and we'll have a pretty tree again. It really broke my heart, but we did save it, and that's all that matters. My husband was hoping for lemons this year. I was just hoping for a healthy tree. Here is my little hoop house. I'm using it to grow gourds in, but it's really nice. And my husband has plans for down here. We're going to grow stuff down here too. And but yeah, so they'll grab onto these, and it'll make a nice little getaway. Maybe I can put a chair in here or something, kind of enjoy the wonders of it. But I like it. It was not expensive. Maybe all in, maybe $150, maybe all in, and maybe a little more. but I'm really happy with it. And yeah, that's a win-win for me. We're gonna make it to where we can't get out that gate, which is fine. Once everything starts growing, I won't be able to take the tractor through it anyways, but I do have a gate back here, back there. You can see it. So I still have a way to get out. And here's my little wishing well fountain. It has fairy lights on it, so it lights up at night. And my husband did the brick around, and then we put what was left of the fencing for the hoop down here, you can see. So that way it has air to breathe around it. But it's really soothing, and I didn't want it any louder or more water like that. I just wanted to kind of like a slow stream. And we got our pothos in here, and I'm trying to root everything. So as it roots, I'll cut some and put, some more back in, but it'll be nice. And then we got a hummingbird feeder right there, and I really like it. I mean, some people may not be into that, but I am, and this is my yard and my preference. So, but it was really easy. I think the well costed us like, I think about $150. I'm not sure. I would have to look. And then the brick, and so it really, and he left it where the brick isn't. We didn't put anything in it to make it permanent. That way, if we want to move it for whatever reason, we can. And then we have the ferns hanging up. Those are really pretty ferns. Back there, right here. And my husband did all this while he was on his 9-day vacation. And while I was still recovering from being in the hospital. Nothing like being in the hospital for, I went in for the flu and I got pneumonia. And then I was recovering from that. And then I caught RSV while I was in the hospital. So I had to deal with that too. And then my husband bought me this. And I replanted it. I didn't like the soil that it was in. And then here is his pride and joy, but he did it for me. So that way I can sit outside and enjoy it. So he bought it a gazebo. It's an 8x8 and it's really nice. And you can see he put a fan up there, and we got lights all the way around it, and it lights up beautifully at night when he has it on a switch. So all I got to do is hit a switch and everything lights right up. It's absolutely gorgeous. And you can sit out here when it thunderstorms. You can sit out here when it's really hot and sunny. You can sit out here when just whenever. So, and he's even going to put a little heater out here for winter time, so that way I can sit out here in the winter. The fan was $109, but it's really nice, and it'll be nice when you're sitting out here in the heat of the summer and you want to get a little cool. You got that fan to kind of blow some air on you. This one is a test. So we got all these from Dollar Tree. They were $1.25 for each planter, and we stacked it all the way up. And then my husband picked up a PVC pipe and a little cap, so that way water doesn't get down inside there and cause issues. And I already have it planted. And it's really cool. You put water up here and it'll drip down and keep dripping down. And and I have stuff planted right there. But we put it in the bucket too, and we got it tied off. Thank goodness, because we had some straight line winds for like 3-4 days straight. And so it is top heavy. I I would suggest if you do this, that you do it at, with the posts in the center. I only put one hole in between so it doesn't dry out really bad. And, put it in maybe a bucket of dirt and then tie it off so that way it'll stay. But that is what my husband did over his 9-day vacation for me while I was sick. And it is just absolutely gorgeous. I love this. And then we still have more stuff we're doing. We're going to do some raised beds. At least that's what the plan is. Now, you know how any plan always change, can change at any given time. But I'm just really happy with how everything has turned out. And, I couldn't have asked for more. He just wanted me to have a oasis, a place where I could come out and sit and collect my thoughts. And if I'm on oxygen, or if I'm, not feeling good that day, or my back hurts real bad, I can just sit out here and enjoy looking at the hummingbirds and butterflies and the bumblebees and the honeybees and all my plants, and watch my tree recover from those spider mites that really was such a horrible thing. And I will be going over on how to prevent that from happening on a later date and a later video. But preventative is definitely going to be the key. This will not happen again. I will make sure of that. So if you're new here, hit the subscribe button, and so that way you can see other videos. I do a lot of gardening, a lot of work with a lot of plants in the house. I even have carnivorous plants, and in fact, I even just got some new plants just recently. I picked up some Venus flytraps, and they're doing really good now. But I do that. I do remodeling. I just do all kinds of stuff. It's just my little ways, and give you guys ideas. And so if you like stuff like this, definitely hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and definitely leave a comment. Tell me what you guys are doing for your yard or your balcony or your plants on the inside. Okay, friends, you have a great day. I'm going to enjoy this solar eclipse. Bye.